So I let her cool down for 30 minutes, and I can touch everything. I know that she's not hot. So what I'm going to do is slowly, in order to release the pressure for storage, I'm going to slowly, you hear a little hiss, just let her release pressure. So I released all the pressure in the tank, but with barometric pressures and heating and cooling during storage, these can build pressure on their own. And if things aren't sealed properly, you'll get a fuel leak in one of those places that we talked about before. Most often it's at the base of the generator. I've had numbers of lanterns that during storage would leak out of the base of the generator. So what you do is release the pressure and then just get the filler cap just making contact. You don't need to snug it down. You don't want it to hold pressure. You don't want it to build pressure. During storage, you want the pressure to release. So this is just making contact, and then the air pump, I'm going to open just a quarter of a turn, half a turn, and that will allow pressure to release. The other thing about storage is the fuels that we use, either kerosene in certain kerosene models or white gas in this model and most models, has anti-rust properties. I think the kerosene is a natural rust inhibitor. In Europe, we'd call it paraffin. It's a byproduct of drilling fuel, and I believe it's either drilling fuel or processing oil is where you get paraffin or kerosene. With white gas, it's like distilled gasoline, but I think they add a rust inhibitor, so I don't mind if I want fuel in here during storage. This one is like chock full of fuel, so I'll remove some of it, but I want probably half full. I want the fount probably half full of fuel to inhibit rust. So I know that I can touch everything. I know that there's no pressure in here. I have 2 ways to keep it from building pressure, and I'll let it set for a day, and I'll want to check it again to make sure that I haven't made some mistake. And she's ready for storage. So there you go, the basics. See you next time.